Okay, now let us solve question from trigonometry. So here, 2022 Keam examination. There were 6 questions from this chapter. So trigonometry is a very important chapter, you know. Okay, now let us see the questions. Okay, now this is the first question. Cos theta equal to 5 by 11. Tan theta is less than 0. So when you see the question, immediately the method of solving that question that should come into your mind. That is very important. Okay, here cos theta and tan theta. Cos theta is positive and tan theta is negative. So to find out sin theta from cos theta, you know, sin theta equal to square root of 1 minus cos squared theta. But whether that sin theta is positive or negative, that we have to find out from the given condition. Let me see. So what is given here? Cos theta is equal to 5 by 11. So which is greater than 0? Tan theta. It is given that it is less than 0 means negative. So cos theta is positive and tan theta is negative. You know that by using ASTC rule. Theta lies in the 4th quadrant. In the 4th quadrant, sin theta is negative. So whatever value of sin theta you are getting, that must be negative. That is very important. So you know the formula. What is sin theta? Sin theta equal to, put minus sign because sin theta is negative, square root of 1 minus cos squared theta. Now, since cos theta is given, you can straight away substitute and simplify. 25 divided by 121. Now simplification, minus root 96 divided by 11. Root 96 is nothing but 4 root 6 divided by 11. So this minus sign is important because sin theta is negative in the 4th quadrant. So answer is option D. Now let us go to the next question. Alpha and beta are 2 acute angles. So alpha and beta lie in between 0 degree and 90 degree. Now they are 2 acute angles of a right angle triangle. So what is the first information which we are getting? Alpha plus beta is equal to 90 degree. Because in a right angle triangle, if 2 acute angles are alpha and beta, one angle definitely is 90 degree. So sum of the other 2 angles also is equal to 90 degree. Let us call it as equation 1. Okay. Now you have to evaluate sin alpha plus sin beta whole squared plus cos alpha plus cos beta the whole square. Now whenever you see such a question, sin alpha plus sin beta the whole square plus cos alpha plus cos beta the whole square. You know a plus b the whole square. So here you will be getting, it is very easy, sin squared alpha plus cos squared alpha will appear. So that is 1. Again sin squared beta plus cos squared beta will appear. That is also 1. Plus, now you have got, see, a plus 2ab, 2 into sin alpha sin beta plus 2 into cos alpha cos beta. You can take 2 as a common factor. So we have got cos alpha cos beta plus sin alpha sin beta. So here you have got 2 plus 2. You know the formula, it is cos alpha minus beta. But in the option, so when you see the options, beta is not there. So we have to use equation 1. So which is equal to, we can take 2 as a common factor. So 2 into 1 plus cos. Instead of beta, you write as 90 minus alpha. From 1. Okay. Now, this when you simplify, 2 into 1 plus cos 2 alpha minus 90 degree. Is it not? Let's cos 2 alpha minus 90 degree. You know that cos 90 minus theta is sin theta. But 2 alpha minus 90 you can write as what? 1 plus cos 90 degree minus 2 alpha. Which idea we have used here? Cos minus theta equal to minus cos. So cos 2 alpha minus 90 degrees, cos 90 degree minus 2 alpha. Now you know cos 90 minus theta is sin theta. So which is equal to 2 into 1 plus sin 2 alpha. So which is the correct option? 1 plus 2 into 1 plus sin 2 alpha, that is option. So whenever you see a question, immediately what you are supposed to do, that should come into your mind. That's all. Okay, let us see the third question. So range of a function. What do you understand by that? The interval in which f of x lies. So on RHS, f of x is defined as 2 into sine 3x plus 1. So sine 3x, you know, it is a bounded function. That means it is always lie in between minus 1 and 1. So you start from the minus 1 less than or is equal to sine of any angle that you write as 3x, no problem. Less than or equal to 1. Okay, for all x. Now, step by step, by using property of inequality, we are trying to reach at f of x. Let us see. First, we multiply by 2. Multiply throughout by 2. 2 is a positive number. Inequality will not change. So we will be getting, when you multiply by 2, you are getting minus 2 less than or is equal to 2 into sine 3x less than or is equal to 2. Now, for getting f of x, you have to add 1. So adding 1, no problem, because inequality will not change. So when you add 1, minus 2 plus 1 is minus 1, less than or is equal to 2 sine 3x plus 1 less than or is equal to 3. And this 2 sine 3x plus 1 is f of x. So minus 1 less than or is equal to f of x less than or is equal to 3. So f of x lies in the interval, the closed interval, minus 1, 3. So we got the answer. It is an easy question. Okay. So answer for that question, option E. Yeah. Easy question. Now the next question. Let us see how it is done. Period of a function. Unfortunately, in 11th standard trigonometry period, we are not studying in your curriculum. But for entrance examination, see, last year it was asked. So you should know what is period. What is a periodic function? Periodicals in your house and all. You are subscribing sometimes periodicals. Periodicals may be weekly or monthly or something. So in every interval it is repeated. So if a function repeats at every interval, then it is called a periodic function. And the smallest positive value of that interval is called the period of a function. That is a concept. But here, further, if a function is periodic, then there is a result, say, for a periodic function. That is what is applied over here. First of all, we should know the period of trigonometric functions. All trigonometric functions are periodical. So you should know the period of cot x. Secondly, if you know the period of cot x, how can you find out the period of cot? Here the angle is pi by 3 x plus pi by 6. That is what now I am going to tell you. Okay, let us see. So, for a periodic function, if k is the period of f of x, then k by a is the period of f of ax plus b. That means when I am replacing x by a linear expression ax plus b, the period very simple. Divide the period of f of x by coefficient of x. So that's all. So when you multiply by a constant, a periodic function by a constant, period will not change. If you add a constant, then also the period will not change. So here, g of x is equal to 5 into cot pi by 3 x plus pi by 6 plus 2. So what is the period of cot x? Period of cot x is equal to pi. Tan x and cot x are periodic with period pi. All remaining 4 trigonometric functions, period is 2 pi. That you have to by heart. Okay. Okay. Now, we know the period of cot x is pi. But in the place of cot x, here we have got cot pi by 3 x plus pi by 6. It is of the form ax plus b. Therefore, period of g of x is equal to, so in the place of x, we have got pi by 3 x plus pi by 6. So in the place of a, it is pi by 3. So period of cot x is pi divided by coefficient of x. What is coefficient of x here? Pi by 3. So pi is getting cancelled. So answer is when you multiply by a constant or adding a constant, the period is not being affected. So no problem. So answer for that question is option. So what I am telling is you should know when you go for Keam examination, what are periodic functions, what is the period of, what are the periods of trigonometric functions, is there any other function which is periodic, for which period you should know. For example, this fractional part function, the period is 1 like that. Okay, that you should know. That information you are getting while doing this question. Okay, let us see the next question. Cos theta equal to minus 12 by 30. So theta lies in the interval minus pi 0, minus pi 0. So, okay. Now cos theta you got, sin theta by 2. Sin theta by 2, formula root of 1 minus cos theta, the whole divided by 2. If cos theta is given, how to find out sin theta? The formula. Whether we have to take plus or minus, which sign we have to take, that depending upon where theta by 2 lies. So it is given that minus pi less than theta less than 0. So divide by 2 or multiply with 1 by 2. So minus pi by 2 less than theta by 2 less than 0. Minus pi by 2 is lying here. So theta by 2 lies in the fourth quadrant. Fourth quadrant sign is negative. So we have to take minus sign. Square root of, okay, 1 minus cos theta is given. What is it? Minus 12 by 13. The whole divided by 2. Simplify it, you will be getting minus 5 divided by root 26. Rationalize the denominator. So minus 5 root 26 divided by 26. So which is it? Option A. Okay. So you should be very much comfortable with all the identities which is in trigonometry. From given trigonometric function, half angle form. Let us go to the last question which was asked last year. Cos theta equal to 2 minus cos theta equal to 2 minus 3 sin theta. Okay, you have to solve it. Okay, so express everything in terms of, you know how to, write cos theta in terms of what? Sin theta by 2, half angle formula again. Cos theta equal to 1 minus 2 sin squared theta by 2. Immediately that should come into your mind, because you have to write this as a quadratic equation in sin theta by 2. So again, 2 sin squared theta by 2, then minus 3 sin theta by 2, then 2 minus 1 is 1 equal to 0. When you solve it, you will be getting sin theta by 2 is equal to 1 or what? 1 by 2. Now, it is given that 0 less than or is equal to theta less than or is equal to pi. Okay. You know that sin theta by 2. Let us see. Let us find out values of theta. First case, sin theta by 2 is equal to 1 I am taking. So theta by 2 is equal to pi by 2, which implies theta equal to pi. Of course, it is satisfying the given condition. Next, sin theta by 2 is equal to 1 by 2. You know that theta by 2 is equal to angle is what? Theta by 2, sin 30 degree, that is pi by 3. Sorry, pi by 6. Which implies theta equal to pi by 3. So theta equal to pi comma pi by 3. Pi comma pi by 3 is coming in. These are the 6 questions asked previous year. So you will be able to know what is the standard of questions in trigonometry. Periodic functions, you should know what are periodic functions. In trigonometry, what are the periods of these functions, etc., and certain properties and solution of trigonometric equations. And trigonometric equations, it was omitted in your +1, I think. So you should study very well. Okay. So these are questions which was asked last year. Okay, you prepare accordingly. Thank you.